And we're live. So, thank you. I hope I'm very clear. Narinig ako ng mga tao kasi maliit ako ngayon sa screen. So, I hope I'm heard. Double check kung, kung lalabas na yung sa screen. Yeah. Yeah, lalabas na ako sa screen na yan. So, hi. So, welcome to Tarot Page Philippines, guys. So, this was created as nakikita nyo po sa subject natin or sa ating picture na display ngayon is a Q&A and live readings will be afterwards. So wala po tayong i-entertain pang reading as of the moment. We are first going to answer the questions na binit sa atin po in our Facebook page with regards to the tarot cards. So there are certain questions kasi na that are needed to be addressed with regards to the tarot card. So that's why I set it up like 6 days ago para it could also give me some time para makapag-review and also to check on the questions that were being asked. So welcome again to Tarot Page Philippines. My name is Aero. So later on, I hope that the other admins will be able to join me. But right now, I have a special guest, si Chuchay. Ayun niya ako tantanan, nakita niyo nakalabas sa yung camera. So, so join siya mamaya sa atin, just like what she did last time. So, let's start with the quick questions na binigay sa atin. Okay, so let's have here some few of the quick questions. So, the first question that was given to us was from this all, galing po to guys, lahat yung question na to doon sa Tarot Page Philippines na page from YouTube. So we're just going to check it here. Some of the questions that we will try to answer. So from Strawberry Fields Forever, her question was, ang tarot po ay masama kasi ayaw po ni Padre Pio sa tarot. Well, that will be depending. What is the concept ba din natin when we say it's masama or it's bad? Because it may vary from different person or from different religious group or let's say from different ethnic groups. So iba-iba yung mga concept when it says to masama. But at the end of the day kasi, parang durian, sabihin natin, na masama yung amoy pero masarap siya. So if you get the idea of that, is at the end of the day, what is the purpose ba ng tarot cards? Do sa mga nare-read, it gives them inspiration, it allows them to have guidance, and it also allows them to have hope, which is actually the main purpose for me. My personal opinion is that it's the main purpose of tarot card reading. So, another question is from Nobi Lian. I forgot, hindi ko alam paano basahin yung last name niya. But according to the question, totoo ba po ang tarot? Well, that is a superficial question kasi marami magsasabing hindi. Pero yung mga nagsasabi ng hindi, the question is, naranasan ba nila magpalit ng tarot cards from an authentic tarot card reader? If not, then yes, sasabihin nila hindi totoo. But there's a science behind it because it also follows the Marlow's hierarchy of needs na bawat each of the 78 cards has its own depiction ng part ng life natin. It represents a portion of our life. So it will correlate, it will be the one that is representing to us. There's nothing magical about the tarot cards. Usually it was just about the social media who gave those meanings na pag ganito, ganyan. So, but of course, you need to do your own homework and your own research to find out what is it talaga meron doon. So, we have here another question from Eracel Balo. Ano po pinagkaiba ng tarot cards or ordinary playing cards? Well, to answer that, tarot cards is the one original. Meron siyang 78 decks. It's composed of 22 major arcana and 56 major arcana. From there, kinuha yung playing decks. Now, kung iisipin, kasi 52 lang yung cards, pero 56, may tinanggal sila na certain card kasi sa normal playing cards, we have here the Jack, Queen, and the King. In the tarot cards, we have the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. So, tinanggal nila dun yung Knight. So, kaya siya bumaba. So, that is where the regular playing cards came from. So another question from Justin Digo, ano po ba ang nilalaman ng tarot cards? Hindi ba po ito masama? Okay, well, we've already answered that in a while ago. It also depicts about certain aspects of life ng tao, and it also reflects there yung mga bagay na yon. And again, magiging masama siya if your purpose is for it to be masama. Parang kutsilyo. Pwede siya mabuti siya, and also pwede mo siya gamitin pang luto, which is makabuti. But at the same time, pag ginamit po siya sa pamatay tao, so naging masama siya. So the tarot cards is just mainly a tool that we could use. So we have here several other questions. So ito yung question ni Erubus Chinghoy. Okay. Guys, I have other tarot card reader with me. Mukhang maganda pasagutin din natin siya ng mga tanong. So, guys, I'd like to introduce to you. Natatawa siya sa amin na siya natawa. Di ba? Excited ka? Di ba? Ayan. Join ka ngayon. Tulungan mo ako sumagot ng mga tanong. So, we have here now one of my good friend, si Azur Lockhart. Welcome, Azur, to the live. Okay, let me just... Ayan. Nakamute ka. Wait, naka-mute kita.
Sorry
Ayun.
na. Good evening, guys.
Excited ka, di ba?
Kaya lang hindi ko makikita yung questions. Medyo maliit yung size. Pero sige.
Sige, ako muna yung sasagot. Okay. So, kasi yung question niya, as ano ibig sabihin ng card, she was pertaining sa page of wands. Now, in the tarot cards, there are 4 elements, and one of them is the wands, which is a symbol of fire. It talks about the passions and the energies. While yung page, siya yung younger female energy ng mismong element. So it could pertain to a younger female energy that is filled with passions and energies. But again, it will be those meanings are in general. It may and will change depending on the reading na ginagawa ng tao, and also with the influence of the other cards that is associated to it. Ang kulit ni Chuchay, kaya napasasampa ng sampay. Sorry na. Gusto daw niya sumali. Yeah. So, next question we have here is, bawat baraha from Celine Hedrea, bawat baraha po ba, ano po ibig sabihin? Lockhart, what do you think?
Ayan. Magkakaiba kasi siya. Lalong-lalo na sa nag-i-interpret. Depende rin siya sa question. At depende rin siya kung ano yung specific reading. Kung paano kayo nagsimula. Depende medyo arbitrary yun, no? Kasi sometimes every individual or every card readers are different in giving their interpretations. So sana mas general yung card na sinabi para masagot natin ng mas malinaw, no. Since general question din naman siya, ang masasabi ko lang, each card really depends on the question of the querent, the interpretation of the and the interpretation of the reader. So, iba-iba talaga siya, hindi siya magiging uniform. Ayun.
Thank you. So, another question we have here is from Alodia Rose Clevano. Ano po ba ang tips para mas maging close ang connection mo sa deck na ginagamit mo para magkaroon ng mas effective reading? Sagutin natin siya pareho because I know meron ka ding idadagdag eh. For me, what I do is katabi ko sila matulog. Ayan. So, I have, yeah. So, katabi sila, meron akong parang pouch, doon nakalagay yung deck na lagi kong ginagamit. Then, katabi ko silang matulog. And also, from time to time, pinupulbusan ko sila for 2 reasons. First, para hindi magdikit-dikit, para hindi masira yung artwork niya. Pangalawa, para matanggal yung mga libag na kumapit na doon sa baraha ko. Yun yung purpose talaga doon. Yun yung pinaka-main purpose ko doon. Kasi dumudumi siya. So, para matanggal, yun yung hindi ko pwedeng hugasan. So, yun yung ginagamit ko. Pero, for effective reading, for me, it does not, the tarot cards is just a tool na ginagamit. You can use anything, any cards sa gusto mong gamitin. It will be the reader who will be making the difference eh. Parang sa martilyo, kahit na yung martilyo sira-sira yan, kung magaling talaga yung carpenter ang gagamit, magagamit niya ng maayos yun. In contrast sa magandang yung martilyo, kung hindi alam ng gagamit, then it would be inefficient or hindi siya ganun maging effective. Ikaw, Azur, do you have anything to add to that one?
Ayan, nagsisimula kasi yan sa connection of the cards and the reader. Paano? Simula pa lang bago mo siya bilhin, alam mo na meron something sa inyong dalawa. Doon siya nagsisimula. Then, ma-enhance mo na lang yan, of course, by understanding and knowing each card on your deck. Paano yun? Siyempre, kailangan mo siyang balasahin, i-consecrate. Alamin mo yung pictures, alamin mo yung meaning, bago ka pumunta sa mas malalim na part na gawan mo ng yung ginagawa ni Ero, yung kasama sa pagdulog, then the cleansing. Yun yung napaka-effective ng ways na yun. Na simula pa lang nakukuha ka ng card na gagamitin mo in your divination, kailangan meron ng connection sa inyong dalawa. Dahil doon siya magsisimula talaga.
Thank you so much. May i-add ka pa ba?
Yun na lang muna.
Next, actually, konti na naman tong slides. Mga 78 slides lang naman siya. Joke lang. So, yung question here is kay actually, kay J. Mark Lagbes po, kasi pabalito yung spelling. Pag po ba magpapatarot tayo this day, na not mean na whole life na ba po yun? Or after this month, pwede rin ba magpa-tarot reading? If I get the question, parang kung nagbabago ba yung reading, an example, gusto in the reading na yung gusto niya to, ano ba? No, yung business niya, ganon, na maging maayos, pero lumabas dun hindi. Kung magbabago pa yon, yes, it will. Kasi you already have an idea, kung baga nagkaroon ka na ng glimpse using the tarot cards on ano yung tinatakbo ng mga decisions and actions mo. And since lahat nagbabago because of our decisions and yung gusto natin ginagawa natin, of course it will change. And also, pumapasok pa rin doon lagi yung free will natin. And also the power of the prayer. Ikaw, meron ka bang idadagdag, Azur?
Ayun. Ang akala ko dun sa iba kasi yung pumasok sa isip ko dun sa question. Kung nag-iiba-iba ba siya? Nag-iiba ba siya? Depende kasi yan sa tinanong nung nagpapabasa. Kasi minsan, paano ba tatakbo yung ganitong phase ng buhay ko? Pwede yun. After that phase, syempre magbabago na. Or during the phase, pwedeng mabago na rin siya, of course, through the help of external and internal forces. Yun na nga, yung mga nabanggit na examples ni Aero. Pero, hindi siya totally fixed as is sa isa. Kasi minsan, nag-iiba talaga yan kapag nagkakaroon lalo ng divine intervention. Doon naman sa doon naman sa kung kailan maaari, kung kailan kailangan, mas maganda ganoon. Dahil kung ibabatay natin lahat sa baraha ang ating buhay, mawawalan tayo ng free will, magiging, sabihin na natin ma-enslave tayo sa ganong situation. So, yun yung iniiwasan natin. So, as much as possible, let's use our free will. Ayun po.
So, let's take it as yung guide, yung cards. But at the end of the day, tayo pa rin yung magde-decide.
Yes.
Ito, maganda magsumagot to. Ikaw, Azor. Ang tanong ni Dade Jovel, paano po i-bless ang new tarot cards?
Ayan. Sa paraan ko kasi para ma-enchant ko ang cards, of course, kailangan from the very beginning meron na kaming bond. Yun nga yung connection ko bago siya kunin. And then, ibe-bless ko siya, of course, through prayers. Pero if you are following a different path, for example, if a person is Wicca, of course, the consecration is very much different. But if you don't practice such spiritual path, pwede mo siyang i-bless using a personal prayer, of course, to the God that you are believing in, and then ask for guidance, ask for them to bless the tools to help you in your journey. Ayun.
Thank
Of course,
you.
pwede rin siya through incense, pass through sa smoke ng incense, pwede rin siyang through crystals. Ayun. Maraming
pwede rin
approaches.
yung sage or yung ginagawa ko, yung dahon ng laurel.
Oo. Pwedeng.
So, actually, may follow-up question din siya.
Ay,
This is also nice. I think gusto ko ikaw sumagot neto eh. Ang tanong niya is that, demonic po ba ang rituals and tarot card reading? At totoo po ba na to bless the cards kailangan dalhin sa sementeryo? Marami pa po akong tanong. I just got my deck kanina. And may nabasa po ako na hindi daw po magiging accurate ang reading kapag hindi naman ito binigay sa'yo or kung ikaw mismo ang bumili nun para sa'yo. So I
ayan.
think she got may confusion. So let's try to set the
Oo.
record straight for her. Let's help her.
Unang-una gusto ko sagutin na ang tarot card ay hindi demonic. Okay?
Mhm.
The thing that it is demonized is because some religious practices are demonizing the use of divinatory tools. Absurd, no? You are doing divination, tapos sasabihin mo, demonic ka. O demonic yung ginagawa mo. So,
Medyo
so kung
ironic siya.
oo, 'di ba? So, kabaligtaran. So, hindi tamang sabihin na ganun 'yon. Pangalawa, kung ang tarot card ay dadalhin natin sa sementeryo, naku, hindi siya proper. Kasi may ibang practices na ganyan eh, pero I don't want to dig deeper on those practices. Pero maraming paraan. Pero ang pagdadala sa sementeryo, ang mga dinadala lang naman sa sementeryo ay mga bagay na ililibing na. So, kung gusto mong i-let go ang tarot card mo, do it. Pero if you just purchase the cards, sayang naman. So, wag mong gagawin 'yon. Ang accuracy ng pagbabasa ay nakadepende sa energies mo, sa connection mo sa deities mo or sa god or goddesses na pinaniniwalaan mo, at kung papaano mo babasahin or papaano mo matatanggap yung messages nila while doing the reading itself. Ganun siya magiging accurate. Tapos,
Yes.
ano pa yung last question yun? Nakalimutan ko.
Yung pag ano daw mas hindi naman
Ay,
daw
pinamana?
yung binigay or versus binili.
Binigay versus binili. Ayan.
Oo,
Ganito
parang
kasi
I got
yan.
my deck
Kapag
kanina and may nabasa ko na hindi daw
mm,
magiging accurate ang reading kapag hindi naman ito binigay sa'yo or kung ikaw mismo ang bumili nun para sa'yo.
ayun. So, nasagot ko na yung tungkol doon sa accuracy. Pero doon tayo sa binigay versus binili. Kapag ipinamana sa'yo ang tarot card, of course, you're going to enchant it again. Why? Para ma-cleanse mo siya doon sa previous energy ng owner niya. Because you are giving ownership on that specific item at inaalis mo yung energy ng nagbigay nun sa'yo. So, walang kinalaman kung binili mo siya or binigay sa'yo. Parehas na parehas lang yun. Nasa sa'yo pa rin yun kung paano ka mag-establish ng spiritual connection with your deity. And of course, the harmonious flow of energy of client and the reader while doing the reading itself. Doon siya magiging proper. Kasi mahirap mag-read ng card kapag irate yung client. Isa yan sa mga factor para ma-distract ka or kung hindi man magkaroon ng ibang light yung reading nyo. So, mas maganda yung in a very harmonious way with the uh, client and the reader. Ayun.
For me naman, when it comes to sa binigay versus binili, I don't see any
Mm.
difference. Kasi
Oo.
the cards are just tools. Tools pa rin sila. Kumbaga parang pinamanahan ka lang ng tool or binili mo yung tool. At the end, yung ikaw pa rin mismo may magpapaganan sa tool. So, for me, it does not make a difference. Yung
Mm.
accuracy, hindi siya nakadepende kung binigay or binili mo.
Binili.
Nakadepende yon sa mismong gagamit ng cards. Kasi the cards are there to give the message. Magdedepende na yun doon sa reader. Kung gano'n niya paano niya babasahin. So, there's no difference. Pero syempre, mas masaya pag binigay, hindi mo na kailangan bumili.
Oo.
Yun yung point doon. Okay, so here we have, sabi ni Angeline Telegrapo, bakit po iba-iba ang basahin kapag nagpapatarot reading ako? I'll answer this, then you can answer the next question naman, Azul. Sabi
Sure.
dito, pag iba-iba, because again, katulad nung kanina, gumagawa tayo ng mga desisyon sa buhay, nagkakaroon tayo ng mga iba't ibang actions. So, of course, the effect on yung future, which is nagbabago siya. So, every decision we make, every plans that we do, magbabago talaga yung reading. Now, the reading, depende sa'yo kung iti-take mo yung reading, sa nakita mo sa reading is good, pero ikaw na wala ka namang ginawa to support it, then it will turn out to be bad kasi inasa mo na lang sa ganung bagay, which is dapat it should be accompanied with actions as well. So, as sabi, ang tanong naman ni Mimi Cortez, hello po, good morning. Yan. Ask ko lang po sana kung ilan po ba ang uri ng mga cards. Yun po bang barahan na ginagamit sa paglalaro, pwedeng magamit sa pagbabasa ng nakaraan kasalukuyan hinaharap. Salamat po. Ilan nga ba, Azur?
Ayan. Kasi, ano ba? Counted ba ang ATM? Hindi, joke lang po. Ayan. Ano po? Marami po kasi tayong ginagamit for cartomancy. To be specific. So, hindi lang kasi isa ang way of divination. Particularly in cartomancy, we have, of course, the ordinary poker cards or the playing cards. We can use that.
Mm-hmm.
We can also use the tarot cards, which is originally created by Pamela Cole Smith and the Rider-Waite version. Mm-mm. And then the third one is the oracle cards, which have very much different metaphors and illustrations. And then we also have this Lenormand cards. The Lenormand cards is like oracle cards, but it has a touch of the ordinary playing cards. And if I'm not mistaken, they are just 36 in number. So, ayun yung well-known cards na pwedeng gamitin. Kasi,
Ang dami
ang
kayo.
dami, ang dami. Sa totoo lang, ang daming cards na pwedeng gamitin. Oo.
Kasi kahit ikaw mismo, you can create your own tarot deck if you'd like to.
Yes. So, medyo advanced na nga lang yung part na yon. So, ayan, marami kasing card. Pero commonly used cards are oracle cards, the tarot cards, the Lenormand card, and the playing cards in cartomancy. Ayun.
Ayan, yung rider.
Ayan.
So, next question natin is si Ron's three more. Bakit pong tinawag na tarot po ba masama na pag nabasahan ka niya? I think nasagot na natin yung question kanina if parang related siya kung masama yung card. So, we already answered that. Okay, at tapos na ang ating mga questions pala.
Oo nga.
So, ayun. Akala mo madami, no? Ilan lang yun. So, kasi pinili ko yung mga questions. Actually, yun yung mga questions. So, I filtered it out yung mga iba kasi ayun nga. Iba yung question nila na hilo lang. Medyo nahilo ako. So, yun. So we're done with the Q&A. So, again, may kasama po ako special guest. Ayaw niya po kong tigilan, si Puchay. This is Puchay, guys. Babae siya. She is a Pomeranian. So, pinapalagaan lang muna siya sa amin. Pero attached na siya sa akin. Hindi ko alam bakit. Ayaw niya bumabasa lap ko. Ayun, mahal na niya ako. Ayun. So, natutulugin ko muna siya. So, that's Puchay. So, as promised, we will be doing 3 card spread. So sana join naman sa atin yung ibang admins later on para salitan tayo. So we will be doing three card spread para hindi tayo masyado ma-consume sa time, and we can also provide para sa ibang mga tao. Yes. Uy, nami-miss ko yung music mo. Nasaan mo? Wala kang ba music?
Meron, enough ko lang. Sige lang.
May pa-music kasi po sila. By the way, guys, you can also follow him on Facebook. The same name na nakikita niyo naka-tag sa kanya is his page in Facebook. Andun yung mobile number niya, so pwede siyang bulabugin at tawagan kung gusto niyo. Andun pa rin ba? Ay, naghang. Ayun. Ayan na siya.
Andun pa din.
Ayun. So, pwede nyo puntahan yung page niya. So, the same name, Azur Lahart. So, pwede siyang guluhin dun, guys. So, di ba? So, hanapin nyo doon at makikita nyo yung page. Para magka-viewing ulit. So, let's see.
Huwag habang live, no? Kasi bigla-bigla nahuhulog. Wag sana
Oo, bigla.
habang live. Bigla na-disconnect.
Oo. Okay. So we have several, let's just advise, may several rules tayo na sinusundan. Unang-una, first rule natin, walang magbibigay ng birthday. So again, no one should be providing their birthday. Again, pangalawa pong concern natin or rule is one concern at a time, hindi yung isang bagsak tarid po ng blah blah blah. Wag naman po ganon. Let's wait for, kung natapos si reading, then let's give others a chance sa ibang tao. Then if you have enough more, if you still have time, then we could continue with the other reading. Third rule po natin, please, wala po magpa-flood ng comments, mahirap mag-monitor. Ayoko po paratanga na naman na lumalagpas tayo kasi kapag maraming comments, ang hirap na po niya sundan. And also, we're following the first reading basis. So, hintay lang po tayo na turn natin. And lastly, hindi po tayo magbabasa for third party. So, kunyari, papabasa nyo po yung asawa nyo, hindi po pwede yon kasi para tayong chumismis na doon. Okay? So, I hope those rules are clear. And we have a very special guest as well. Help me in... Ay, nalaglag si ate. Nalaglag. Mamaya ulit. Pag nakita ko siya. Yeah. So, let's see who made those comments. Actually, ang aga nila mag-comment. Parang 8 o'clock yung start, pero 6:26, nag-hello na po sa atin si Angeline Parado. Hello, Angeline. Okay, and also to Michelle Marita Mayo. Michelle, wala pa yung, asa na yung write-up mo, hindi mo pa pinapadala sa akin. Hintay ko siya, So, I hope na padala mo siya. Hello po din. Okay, so we have our first contestant, sasabihin ko saan. Sorry. So, we have here, so si Aji papalit siya about love life. Oh, salamat po and God bless. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
Ikaw muna.
Sabay pasa. Okay. So, yun. So let me just shuffle the cards. Guys, if you're new to the channel, we invite you to please subscribe to the channel so you can show your love to us and your support by subscribing to the channel. And also, you will see the pages associated with us, description. And don't forget also follow Zodiac Heart in Facebook. Yun. Okay. Bagong pull po yung card, so mas madali siyang ma-shuffle. Naka-ano yan? Johnson & Johnson's. Okay. So, what we have here for the love life is the Empress. Ano ba? The Three of Wands. And also, the Six of Wands. So, what can we read without regards to your love life? Now, if you're making some decisions right now to make sure that you will na pwede mong iangat yung sarili mo as a person, kasi what I'm reading here is that yung dependency mo sa ibang tao is a little bit too much. So if you want to go ahead and venture para mas mapakita mo yung strength mo as an individual, please do, because that will be your first step para makapagsimula ka. But be sure naman din that once you make that first step, you will stand by it kasi may tendency ka kasi na you might feel disheartened or you might feel na parang you want to bumalik ka ulit or step back. That will cause you to, instead na kapag move ka ng one step, once you do a step back, it will be two step backs. So mas hindi maganda, babalik ka ng mas very light. So you need to make sure that you will be able to stand on your decision once you would like to stand up on your own. Okay? So I hope the reading was able to help you. As Remy nagsasabi, ang sweet daw ng boses mo.
Salamat po.
Uy, kinilig. Okay. So we have here, nag-hi siya sa atin. So, hello, Ms. Anne. Good evening din po sa kanya. Good evening din po kay Joy. Good evening daw sa ating lahat. Thank you so much for dropping by. Okay. So, we have next here. So si Miss Ano, pwede po ng general. So, go ahead, Azur.
Okay, Miss Joy. Here is your first card, the Ace of Cups. And then the second one is the Four of Swords. And the last one is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? So here's your reading. At the moment, there are a lot of people who are saying promising words to you, especially if you are going to start a business or if you're going to start a new journey in life. It can be too good to be true, but it's for you to discern what is efficient or effective and what is not. And then the second thing is the Four of Swords, which tells you that uh, constant communication is needed and small problems needs immediate actions para hindi maipon. And then the last one is the Queen of Pentacles, which represents can be a person who's older than you, particularly a lady who's very much willing to be part of your business or a part of your work, or it can be otherwise, you're going to be part of her work or company that requires you to be more critical in communicating with them. So maingat lang tayo sa mga sa paraan ng pakikipag-usap sa kanila. So that's your general reading for tonight. I hope it helps.
Thank you so much, Azor. So, next we have here si Iza. Makapag-work pa po ako sa South Korea pagka-graduate ko ng 2020. What, ano stand mo, Azor?
Hold on.
So, let's see.
Okay. In the here is your first card, the Hermit. In the year 2023, your decisions might be different, and you might search for something deeper than going to South Korea or fulfilling your long time dream. So if your dream to be in South Korea in 2023, uh, this cards this card is telling you that you might be redirected into something new with uh, much more meaningful and much more rewarding uh, path in your life. And then the second card is the Sun, which tells you that there'll be a greater opportunity lies in the future. And the last card is the Five of Cups, which tells you that do not be disheartened by the change of events in your life because it is part of our journey, and let's be open to changes.
Thank you for that. So, let's see here. Next is we have, hindi ako makagalaw, ayaw bumaba ni teacher. Ayos ka, baby. So, we have next here is Maria Cristabel Rojo. So, karid po ng career. Okay. Let's get some cards for her. So, what we have here is the card of the Temperance. Followed by, ano ba to? The Emperor. Hindi ko nakita, di ba? Sorry. And lastly, we have the Seven of Wands. So, what can we read with regards to your cards? So, when it comes to your career, be sure that you will be able to balance everything because there's a possibility that you might be overwhelmed sa mga mangyayari or sa mga decisions na to the point that you might go to extremes. Paano extremes? It could be you might go to, pwede ka magkaroon ng mga possibility na maging overwork ka or overthinking or kumbaga parang hindi naman masama na mag-help ka but if it's not already your job description and palagi na lang pinapagawa sa'yo, then that's a different issue all in all. So you should be able to make sure that you will be able to balance it and also that you will be able to know yung limitations mo. Because um, there are people who might take advantage sa capacity mo and sa pagiging willing mo to help. Because syempre pag bago ka dun sa if you're new to a certain level or a certain organization, you gusto mo magbigay ng good impression. Um, so you will be just be sure that you also stay out of conflict when it comes to your career, because people might see you as a threat. Kasi di ba maraming mga tao, there will be people around you who might see you as a threat. Why? Because may kita nila yung efficiency mo, na you're very good at what you're doing, pero pero sila parang okay, ganun na lang, hanggang doon na lang sila. Ayaw pa kami masabi tayong hindi maganda about those other individuals. So just be sure to have it balanced. So yung keyword mo dito is yung balance. Thank you. Hope the reading was able to help. So we have next. Sana pumasok yung mga admins na nananawagan po ako sa mga admins at Starfish Philippines. Sana magparamdam kayo. Waiting. Okay. So we have here next is si Maureen Aina Malong. So ganun din sa kanya, Azor. She's asking for career assistance or reading.
Your first card is the Empress. The second card is the Emperor. And the last card is the Four of Cups. Okay. This is quite simple, Maureen. You really need to know the importance of positions and hierarchy or rankings in your workplace, because at times these people around you are giving a smirk on your actions, especially if you are around with these people in position, because they are thinking that they are treating you treating you a little bit special than the others. So sa madaling salita, nagiging favorite ka nila, and then these people are envious of your current stand on the workplace. Okay, and then the first card is the Empress, which tells you to be firm when you are deciding on specific matters. So be firm lang tayo, huwag tayong paiba-iba, kasi doon tayo masisilip ng mga tao sa paligid natin. So that's a reading for your career. Okay, be strong, be firm, but be gentle with your coworkers, even though they are treating you differently than before.
Thank you so much. So, hope nakatulong Maureen yung reading na binigay sa'yo. So, we have next here, parang mali sentence we have next here. We have Quincy Jane Santos. Dapat po na naman po ako lumipat ng course or school. Well, let's see. Kasi, ang magandang question dyan is, what is your real decision ba talaga? What is it that you really want? Kasi, bakit mo siya tatanungin kung, well, given, kung bakit tinanong mo siya, kasi ibig sabihin, nagkaplano ka na. I mean, you will not ask it kung hindi mo naiisip yun or kung wala kang plan. But, let's see. So, we have here the Ten of Cups. Tapos, meron tayong the Magician. And also, the Page of Cups. Actually, isang keyword na nakukuha ko dito eh. Follow your heart. Where are you happy? Yun yung ano dun eh. Because it's more than the financial, yung more lagpas na, hindi yung iniisip sa financial na na bagay yung ginagawa. But kung nasan yung heart mo, if you're happy. So, you need to discern mismo sa sarili mo if you are happy dun sa workplace mo, sa mga kasama mo. Kasi kung wala na dun yung happiness mo, then that's a malaking question na yun, bakit wala? You need to ask yourself, ano ba talaga yung nagpapasaya sa'yo, yung sa career mo. So you will be able to double check kung yung magiging decision mo will be correct. Because ikaw din makakapagsabi kung kailangan mo na lumipat. But the card is advising that you need to listen to your heart sa moment na to. So I hope nakatulong yung reading sa kanya. Okay, so next we have, ayan, pasok na pasok sa'yo to. Pari po ng love life. May BF po ako.
Andreas. And we have the Wheel of Fortune as your significator. The second one is Judgment. Kita ba? Ayan, Judgment, right? And the last one is the Devil. Ayan. Umpisahan natin Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. It tells you to be more patient when things go routinary, a little bit routinary. So sa madaling salita, kapag parang paulit-ulit na lang sa isang sitwasyon, you have the power to change it. Higit sa lahat, you have the control over the situation. So, ikaw dapat na mag-initiate nun. The second one is the Judgment. It is not bad to ask for advices from very close friends or very close family members. In fact, that's highly encouraged, especially if you are in a relationship, to give you proper guidance from the people knows you most. Hindi masamang humingi ng tulong doon. Pero kung kinakailangan talaga, gawin na. And if they are pressuring you to have babies, please don't ever pressure yourself or yourselves, kasi kung i-pressure nyo lalo, baka mas maka-apekto yun. And the last card is the Devil card. Okay. If your partner is overseas or if you are overseas, it means that the situation lacks personal touch and intimacy. And it means that you really need to have more time together, especially kapag dumadating yung times na kailangan nyo ang isa't isa. Wala namang nakikitang hindi maganda. It's just that the cards are telling you to have more patience with people who's always asking you to have a child already or to be more serious in your relationship. No? So have patience with them, and if things go routinary, always seek advice from very trusted people in your circle. And of course, always acknowledge your needs, especially if it calls for a more intimate time with your partner. Ayan. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Azor. Hope nakatulong siya sa'yo. So guys, if you're new to the channel, so to show your support and love by clicking on subscribe, clicking on the subscribe button. You can also like this live as well, guys. And I will edit yung, sige na nga, Azor, sasama din kita. Kasi i-endorse natin si Azor then his page in Facebook. So the same name, facebook.com/AzurLockheart. May kita niyo yung picture niya doon, nag-a-apoy siya. Yung ba yun? Picture mo doon?
Oo.
Ayun, sa page niya. Nag-a-apoy ng kulay blue. Tapos, nandun yung cellphone number niya, guys. So, pwede yun, yun talaga yung point ko din. Andun yung cellphone number niya. Pwede yun. Hindi na tinatanggal na. So, you can check also his page in Facebook, Azur Lockhart. And hopefully, maging maayos na yung YouTube channel niya, so we could also endorse him further sa YouTube niya, so we can also search for him in YouTube. Pero hindi pwede siya searchable Azur. Tama ba?
Correct.
Ayun. So, hope that you could also subscribe to his channel para ma-be searchable na siya. Okay. So, let's see here. The next is we have Alam. Umangat ng todo yun. Ayan. So, may bumabati po ng good evening daw from Shell Mercadal. So, magandang gabi rin po sa kanila. So, Nahihirapan lang pala pumasok si Sophie kasi medyo mahina yung signal niya. So, hopefully maka-join in siya. Okay, so next is here we have si Shell. So, same person. So, for career. So, I'll do this for you. So, Shell, wait. Tumapo na isang card ko.
Ay.
Diba? Lumipad agad
Oo.
siya.
Nagpo-promote din ako.
Go!
Nag-send ako ng link. Oh.
Yeah, please nga pakilagay yung link ng Facebook mo para the people will also do.
Sige.
Nasaan? Wala pa. Nakikita ko naman real time din. Okay, so for Shell, for career, we have here the first card is the Nine of Wands. We have the Page of Swords. Nine of Swords pala, sorry. Nine of Swords, then Page of Swords, and also the card of the Moon. So, what can we read with regards to your career? So, right now, yun nga, bawasan mo naman yung overthinking na to the point that you're already having sleepless nights. So, nagkakaroon ka na ng, hindi ko masabing insomnia siya, pero it's already, nag-a-affect na siya sa personal life mo. So, try to relax yourself a little bit. Although hindi talaga advisable mag-relax sa mga panahon to, sa mga nangyayari sa the pandemic. But try to find yung tinatawag na parang yung inner peace mo, yung parang personal mong Garden of Eden, para ma-relax ka sa sarili mo. If for you to, maraming way para to relax yourself, you can start maybe going back to reading books. If you love reading books or mga tipong katulad ko, para makapag-relax, nagkakape habang nakatulala, mga ganon. So find ways that could make you relax to relieve your emotional stress kasi your productivity is being ano na rin, challenged by yung mga nangyayari. So you need to find a way, yung keyword mo dito relaxation. So maraming ways, each one of us meron tayong paraan ng pagre-relax. So hanapin mo yung sayo para from there maayos mo yung sarili mo kasi internal yung nangyayari. So that's why there's some issues as well. Once you also are relaxed, you will have a better and clear mind and makakatulong yun para you can make proper decisions moving forward. Okay? So I hope nakatulong yung reading natin sa inyo. Okay? So, ayan. So, I'd like to, for this, I'd like to give a big shout out pala kay Pichiana kasi every time na nagla-live tayo or yung nalimutan ko nga maglabas ng weekly horoscope pala nung Sunday, siya yung tumutulong para mag-iwan ng comments sa mga timestamp for the horoscope. So, maraming salamat kasi malaking tulong yun, hindi lang sa akin, pero pati doon sa mga tao na hinahanap nila yung sign nila para mas mabilis nilang mapakinggan. Thank you so much for that, Michiana. Okay. So, nag-hello din si Sharina Castillo. Hello po.
Hello.
Ato, kilala ko to. Si Pierre Paolo Miza. So, I hope na okay kayo dyan sa Macau. Regards kay mama mo, kay Nanang Luz. Pakisabi hello. Kinakamusta ko po siya na okay. Sana okay po siya. Then, sana makapagbakasyon na kayo very soon sa province nyo kasi tagal na hindi nakaka-uwi sa province sila. So mukhang marami tayong ihehelo muna na tao. Si Chuchay nandoon. Naghanap ng electric fan Ayun. Ayun, mahilig siya sa electric fan. So, hello po kay Max Snow. Yes, tomorrow we will have a one-on-one reading. Yes, naka-set na po siya. So, we will be doing that. Excited na daw siya for tomorrow. Yes, don't worry po. Excited din ako. Yeah, so, thank you so much. So, next we have here, magpaparid si JJ. Career po. TY tapos may heart.
Ano ba?
Hindi, si Chucha. Kunin ko si Chucha.
Okay. Your first card is Seven of Wands. And then the second is the Justice card. And then the last one is the Ten of Pentacles. Sorry, di ko matansya. Ayan, Ten of Pentacles. Okay. JJ, the current situation in your career at the moment is quite tough because there's a lot of competitive individuals in your circle. So it requires you to do uh, double time. No, it can be a better performance. The company is requiring you to be more productive and give more hours na papantay dun sa mga competitors mo. Okay, but don't worry. The second card is telling you that what is yours will be given unto you in the perfect time. Okay? Ano yung time na yon? Uh, it's around October. And then the last card is the Ten of Pentacles, which says that your efforts will be paid off. Just hang in there, do the right thing, and always look on the brighter side of life. And of course, your own competitor, syempre ang sarili mo. So kung magpapadaig ka sa sarili mo, baka maiba ang reading natin ngayon. So, ayan, keep on pushing, keep on hustling, and always move forward. Ayan. Salamat.
Okay, thank you so much, Azor, for that reading. Okay, so next we have, nag-hello siya. Hello din, Maria Gles S. Labra. Magandang gabi sa inyo. So, hope anywhere, kung nasa man kayo sa part ng mundo ngayon, hope you all guys are safe. So, we have here next. Okay. So, we have here Sammy Self. So, hello po, parid po, love life. Thank you. Okay. Sure, no problem. Pag love life, sa'yo na lang, Azur. Pwede ba yun?
Okay lang naman.
Ayun. Hindi ako na sa'yo. So, let's shuffle the cards. Yun. Si Chuchay bumaba na siya pala. Nakaamoy ng pagkain kasi. So, for love life, kay Sammy Self. Okay. So, we have here for you, the cards are the Four of Cups. There. We also have here the Page of Wands. And also the Two of Swords. So, what is the message of the card when it comes to your love life? You need to make sure that you can also take authority sa sarili mo and also sa relationship. Hindi pwedeng isang tao lang yung magdadrive ng relationship. It should be it should be in partnership. Yung tipong hindi dahil gusto niya is okay na sa'yo, you need to have your own voice as well. Na kapag you find that ito yung gusto mo or you need the support at this part, you need to be open in providing that as well or saying it to the person. Kasi that is a partnership that you should have. Yes, you're a very supportive person when it comes to your to those that you love, or actually medyo mas general siya, it goes to your family as well. You're very supportive towards them or to your special someone. Pero wag man that should maganda siyang ginagawa, pero you should be also kept in the balance. Na if you feel that hindi na dapat or nakikita mong hindi na mali na yung nangyari, or you find it na hindi mo na kaya or napapagod ka na or hindi siya pasok para sa'yo, then by all means, try to speak up, sabihin mo o ipaalam mo yung talagang nararamdaman mo kasi ikaw yung magsasuffer kung hindi mo rin siya gagawin. So, I hope that the card was able to help you today, Samisa. So, we have next is Sa Ludia, Artemis, hello po palit po ako about love life. Dami may love life. Dami niyo love life, ha?
Okay. Here are the cards. The first one, the Six of Cups. Okay. The second one is the Ten of Swords. And the last one, oops, sorry. The last one is the Hierophant. Okay. At the moment, please focus on yourself, especially if you are having a hard time in healing the wounds of the past. And please do not ever give yourself right away to the people who's just, alam mo yun, kakakilala pa lang, who just come into your life, and then you're going to give all of yourself, and if it doesn't work, you will end up, or it will be ended up a lot more painful than the previous one. So sa madaling salita, kapag nasugatan, wag mo nang kutkutin ng sugat para magdugo ulit. So pabayaan mo muna maghilom bago magpatuloy. Okay, the second one is the Ten of Swords, which tells you not to decide when you are angry and when you are sad, because permanent decisions may ruin everything in the long run if it is decided based on your emotions. So be wise. And then the last card requires you, or is telling you, to always reflect on yourself and have a time, special time, on having a reflection in your actions. The bottom line is, do not force yourself in committing into a relationship if you still feel the pain of the past. Yun lang po. Salamat.
Thank you so much, Azur, for that. So I hope nakatulong Mr. or Miss, I don't know, Artemis, yung reading na binigay ni Azur. Okay, nalaglag si Azur. Feeling ko may tumawag na naman sa kanya. So next we have here, so let's continue. Hintay natin si Azur na makabalik. So, okay. Wait lang, sagutin na natin yung message. Okay. So we have here, so for Michelle Marie Tamayo, parang kilala kita. Yeah. Ayun, may kasi si Azur lang. Nakabalik din siya. May tumawag, no?
Meron.
Sabi ko na yun, pwede magpalaglag sa'yo eh. Tanggalin mo na kasi yung number mo na sa page. Ayun. So, Michelle Marita Mayo, hello po, good evening. Palit po ako for general. Sure, no problem. So, for general reading, what we have here is the Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Temperance. Parang ano? Azur, tama ba sabihin ko na inaamoy ko sa cards na to? It's something to do, hindi siya general eh. Pero, well, if I find it a good news, ang nakikita ko will be, ayun, sana ma-invite tayo sa, ayun. Sige, this will be a fearless forecast for me kung gagawin ko talaga siya. Kasi doon yung nakikita ko sa cards. Although you're very career-driven person, you have already found the right person right now. So, saan pa rin ba siya pupunta kung hindi doon na rin? Sana ma-invite tayo.
Oo nga.
Basta, ako yung Shanghai, ha? Puntahan ko yung Shanghai agad. Ayun. Parang yun. Parang masaya yun.
Oo, gusto ko din yun.
Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Tapos ano,
Tsaka
itatakbo ko
spaghetti.
na. Ay, oo. Maraming giniling. Tsaka hotdog. Saya siguro nun. Yun talaga inisip natin eh. Yung pagkain sa reception. Reception. Diba? Sana yun. Well, I hope and pray that it will be a very fruitful one. Bakit doon na, galing na doon na punta talaga yung video. Okay. So, next we have here, si Sharina Castillo, parit po about sa love life.
Okay, here are we have 10 of Cups. The second card is the Four of Pentacles. And then the last one is Two of Wands. Okay? The cards are telling you, the first one is the Ten of Cups, which means you are happy with your current situation, with the current situation of your love life. There is no negative or total happiness kasi si number 10, si 10 of Cups. So it shows bliss. And kung love life ang pag-uusapan natin, you're very much satisfied with your current situation. And the second card is the uh Four of Pentacles, which tells you to this take your relationship in a different level. So maybe it's time for you to travel together after the pandemic, or if the law permits you to have at least more intimate time outside mas okay sana siya. But if it doesn't permit, always have time or seek time with your partner. And most of all, the last card is Two of Wands, which tells you do not overthink. Please, overthinking will ruin everything, especially your happiness. And make sure that both of you are not giving too much pressure on each other. Okay, the relationship must be uh, must possess a good flow of energies. So stop or refrain, or at least do not pressure the both parties. Kung ikaw sa kanya at siya sa'yo, sana walang pressurean. Para hindi toxic. Ayun. That's for Miss Serena Castillo. I hope it helps. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Azur, for that. Okay, so next, okay, ayan nga. Ito basahin mo, Azur.
Salamat po. Sweet ng boses ni Sir Azur. Salamat po, salamat po.
Lakas makadiabetes. Ayun. So yes, may sweet voice siya. Taga saan ka nga ba, Azur, pala?
Oo, taga Tanza, Cavite po ako.
So yung mga taga Cavite dyan, alam nyo na, makuha nyo yung cellphone number niya sa page niya.
Hindi ko kasi malaman kung paano ko siya i-edit. Kaya hindi ko lang paano tanggalin. So, kakalikutin ko na naman siya sa laptop. Ayaw niya kasi sa mobile phone. So, bahala na.
Bahala. Good luck. Good luck talaga. Ba't kasi nilagay mo pa dun in the first place?
Oo nga, nagkamali ako doon. And tuloy, from time to time may tumatawag. Minsan hindi ko na nga nasasagot.
Yung may mga international numbers mga tumatawag sa'yo, di ba?
Yung huli, yung kanina, taga-Iraq yata yun. Basta Middle East. Oo.
Ayun. Siyempre, may kababayan po tayong aakon na naman. Charot. Ayun. So, next po is si Anne Luz. Parit po sa love. Bakit kayo puro love yung concern nyo? Ako, ang concern ko, career. Pero anyway, Yeah, ang hirap na upo ko kasi dito. So for love, sure, let's shuffle the cards. So while we're shuffling the cards, guys, if you're new to the channel, please click. We invite you to show your love and your support. Please click on the subscribe button. In Facebook, you can also find us as Talent Page Philippines. You can also find in the description of this live the other pages that we support. At isasama na natin moving forward ang page ni Azure that we will be supporting as well. So Talent Page Philippines would like to endorse Azure Lockhart as one of authentic tarot card leaders in the Philippines. Wow! Taray.
Yay!
Yay! So, maging partner na i-endorse natin din siya moving forward. Yeah. Okay, so for Anne Luz, for Love Life, yun. Ako feeling ko natindihan ni Azure yung mga cards na rin eh. So, we have the Page of Swords, we have the Five of Wands, and the Two of Wands. So, ito na nga daw. So, first and foremost, before entering into the relationship or any type of love, you need to make sure that you are capable, that you are in every aspect matured enough. Parang sabi nga ng friend ko sa akin before, don't love if you're lonely, love when you are ready. So be sure that you are in the right position, kumbaga capable ka na in doing so because that caused previously yung mga conflicts in the past that was not really healthy for a lot, not just sa part ikaw at sa partner mo, but also sa mga tao sa paligid. That's why there are moments that yung nagda-doubt ka if you would like to enter into a relationship or not. Those are the moments that your heart is allowing you to decide, or the heart is allowing you to pick first na mas maging priority mo muna ang sarili mo for you to be able to develop further yung maturity. Because once you are matured enough, possible in the next relationship might, if you're matured enough in all aspects, the next relationship could be a long-lasting one. So I hope that the cards or the reading was able to help you din po. Okay. So next we have here is Alison Ruiz. Ayan. So go ahead, Azure. Si Alison is one of actually nasa Facebook pa siya. She's one of my good friends.
I'm going to be very frank with you, Allison. Kasi medyo rough yung nakuha natin, no? Sinasabi ng card. The first card is the Five of Wands. The second one is the Ten of Wands. And the last is the Lovers. Okay? The first one talks about the current situation wherein it's very, you are in a very toxic environment that it always pressures you to do things that you really don't want to do, and it requires a lot of patience to be with them, and kudos to that because you still manage to be in that circle. And I don't want to make it I don't want to elaborate it further, but if the question is there a job opportunity, the second card answers it. Yes, of course there is, but it requires a lot of sweat and perseverance to be on that circle or to be on that situation. But don't worry, it's just a phase. It will only happen during these times because the last card, the lovers, is going to happen soon, which is you're going to choose between two different opportunities, the one you love and the one you need the most. So you better choose between the two. So that would be all. I hope it helps you.
Okay. So thank you so much, Azure. So Alison, I hope nakatulong yung reading for you right now. Parang lungkot naman. Kailangan niyang mamili.
Oo, she's going to choose between the two.
Pero, well, well, everything changes naman. So
Yes,
I
let's
hope
hope for
everything
the
will
best.
happen for the best. Everything will happen for the best. So next natin po is si Edna, Edra. So we have here, sabi niya is, hello, good evening po, parid po ko kung kailan ako makakaalis papuntang Amerika. Basta kasama po kami ni Azure, why not? Medyo, let's see kung ano po yung message na lalabas sa cards. Azure, sama daw tayo Amerika.
Ay, gusto ko yan.
Pero dun lang daw tayo sa America, better living para niya. Hanggang dun lang daw tayo. Na-intriga ako dyan sa, ang tawag niya sa may mga sound effects mo?
V8 sound card.
Na-intriga ako dyan. Kasi parang gusto ko siya para pag nagka-live ako next time, may background music naman ako ng pop.
Oo.
Hindi. Pwede ba siya naglagay? Pwede ba siya lagyan kaya may USB ako tapos ilalagay ko doon yung
Micro USB lang siya. Micro USB lang siya. Wala siyang...
So pwede akong mag-install ng mga music. May music akong dinownload.
Pwede.
Okay. Gusto ko yun. Magkano ganyan? Baka na, malapit na birthday ko. Or... Pwede naman second hand, di ba? Joke.
Sige.
Tatanggapin natin. Ayun. Guys, nga pala, may minsan sa mga nandyan na you're watching with us, you can also find us in WeSing. It's an app. Yeah. It's an app, so andun din kami nakatambay. You can search it sa Play Store, that's W-E, and then Sing, yung parang kanta. So, pwede kayo mag-search doon, and madalas tumatambay ako sa isang private room called the Earthbound Spirits. So, madalas ako nandoon with other people. Actually, hindi kami kumakanta doon. Nag-uusap lang kami about certain things, like, kasi may isa doon, fascinated siya. Si Castiel, he's fascinated with crystals. Si LA, fascinated siya when it comes to paranormal investigation. So, we all have our own fascination, and Flockhart, and then he's into the weekend. So iba-iba kami ng mga ideas, knowledge. So we come in para to discuss, to share our own knowledge sa isa't isa. We learn from one another kasi of course hindi naman namin alam lahat bawat isa. So we share our own knowledge and ideas para sabay-sabay tayong matututo because we cannot just depend on one person then. So, yun. May sasabihin sana ako tungkol doon, pero wag na lang. Alam mo na yun, Lockhart. So, wag na lang natin yung banggitin.
Yeah.
But if for those who are doing or meron kayong WeSing na application, yun, mahanap nyo kami din doon. We're in, usually paggabi, mga 10 p.m. yan. Merong private room. It's called Earthbound Spirits.
Earthbound Spirits.
Yun. Okay, so for Edda, we have here the Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Ito nababasa, di ba? And the card of the Hermit. So actually, this will be a prerequisite with your request. So the card is giving you an idea on what you may do in order to do that. First and foremost, you need to make sure you are capable of doing it both in health and also in your mind. Kasi this will be it will be a tough decision for you to do that. Or it will be a tough possible life kung gagawin mo yon, because you'll be starting from square one. So your first step is to make sure na you have a concrete decision sa binabalak mo. Because once you're there, it will be, sabihin natin, kung mahirap yung life dito, it could be more doon. Financially, it could be rewarding, but there will be sometimes na medyo rough at medyo, kumbaga, nandun ka sa gilid ng cliff. So, you will need to make sure na kapag nag-decide ka, sigurado ka. And of course, kailangan asikasuhin mo rin muna yung mga requirements mo if you will be if you will be going through that. Because that is your first step you will need to do. Once you have completed your requirement, siguraduhin mo na lang na sigurado ka na. Okay? So, I hope naka-help yung reading ng cards for you. Okay. Kinuha na siguro si Black card. Okay. So, we have here next. Ay, na may tumawag na naman sa kanya. Sigurado yan. So, we have here for Shell Mercadal. Para nabasahan ka na kanina. Oh yeah, natapos na. So, let's move forward. So, we have next is Ivana Tolentino. Hello po, parin po kung makakapag-trabaho pa ulit ako sa abroad. Pero tayo ng tanong. Depende man abroad. So, let me shuffle the card. So, guys, if you're new to the channel, we're inviting you to please show your love to us and your support by clicking on the subscribe button as well. And also, you can search us in Facebook and in Instagram using the same name, Parrot Page Philippines as well po. Ayun na, nagbabalik na po siya. Sino tumawag this time?
Ano number ulit?
Ano sabi?
Hindi ko sinagot. Nag-ring lang siya tapos hinang up ko.
Okay. Sige. Ako na sasagot. Ako na mag-read dito. Then, next ka. Kasi ikaw, tanggalin mo na kasi number. So, for Ivana, for your concern, we have here the Emperor. We have the Six of Pentacles. And also the Six of Swords. So, what can we read with regards to your card? Currently, there is some problems na medyo haharapin when it comes to your request or your concern para makaalis ka. Kasi it could cause there are some financial issues na kailangan mo munang isettle with regards within the family and also within the closest circle sa life mo. These are issues that will really need you to step back a little bit para tignan mo from a different angle. Kasi kung hindi, magkakaproblema tayo moving forward. Why? Because your attention, your focus kasi doon mapupunta. So kung hindi mo siya aayusin una from that baseline, it could cause you to stop for a moment and not to go. Kasi yung hands-on na issue or yung issue will require you to be a little bit hands-on kasi usapan na siya pagdating sa finances. So, you will need to do something about it first. If not, the best thing that you can do is you need to find people that you fully trust that could help you in fixing this possible issues. So, naparating pa lang naman siya, so you still have time to prepare. So, I hope the reading was able to help you on it. So, next we have ICOS. ICOS. So, career reading daw.
Parang na-read natin na siya kanina.
Tingnan ko. Ay, hindi pa. Diba? Yun yung kapangyarihan ng control.
Okay. At the moment, career-wise, you're experiencing a little bit odd because of the quarantine, or maybe some external forces that gives you or that leaves you in a situation that you really need to work your heart out. Pero ngayon, kasi nga dahil nagkaroon ng pandemic, napilitang mahinto. And then, do not be afraid in starting over again, because of course that's the only thing we need to do now. And please keep on fighting and always keep the inspiration in your mind that it will be a better situation tomorrow. Always keep on moving forward. Okay? Uh, if if the door closed, sabi nga nila, there's a window that will open, and of course, there are a lot of opportunities that will be on your way in the near future. So kung medyo rough ang situation sa ngayon, always trust the process and always just dance with the music and it will be better soon. Yun lang.
Thank you so much, Azor, for that. Okay. So, next we have, saktong-sakto nakapangalan sa akin. Good evening po. Pari po ng finance, po, financial. Thank you, God bless. God bless you too po. Parang tahimik yata dyan, Azor, sa inyo ngayon.
Anong tahimik?
Walang maingay ng mga tao. O dahil gabi na.
Gabi na kasi. May curfew.
Ay, sana all may curfew. Mamaya pa kami doon. 10 p.m. kasi yung curfew. Diyan ba sa inyo?
Ganun din halos pero simula nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, nagkaroon ng curfew, hindi na masyado lumalabas yung mga tao sa gabi. Kaya, ayun, medyo payapa.
Sana dito rin, kasi minsan nagugulat ako pag alas 11, may dumadaan, may naglalakad. Tapos may kumakalansig na mga bote. Alam na. So for finances, we have here, Luz, we have here the card of the moon. And also the Ace of Swords. And also the Six of Swords. So, what can we do with regards to your finances? Ma'am, be sure po na wag po kayo magpapadala sa emotions nyo when making decisions when it comes to the finances. Kailangan po mas mauna pa rin ang utak in compare po sa heart because that hindi naman lahat po na kailangan ng when it comes to also helping, actually this will also pertain in helping people. Hindi po na mga tutulungan nyo po medyo kailangan tulungan natin. Minsan, sabi nga nila, may kasabihan na bigyan mo ng isda ang isang tao, mapapakain mo siya ng isang araw. Pero turuan mo siya mangisda, mapapakain mo siya ng buong buhay niya. So, may mga tulong na kailangan hindi natin ibigay at ibang tulong ang dapat ibigay natin kundi ituturo natin. So, yun po yung nakalagay po sa, nababasa po sa cards nyo. And huwag nyo pong hayaan na yung emotions nyo po ang magdikta na kapag itong bagay o itong tao na to is may something or manghihingi ng tulong, medyo alamin muna natin po. Or kung kailangan natin pag-isipan, bigyan ng oras yung sarili para mag-isip, gawin natin. Okay, so I hope nakatulong po yung reading na binigay po natin sa inyo. Okay, so next we have here. Okay, so, ayan. So, go ahead, Azur. Si Humble Gamer, sabi niya, naging successful po ba ako sa buhay at pati sa career ko? I think this could fall under general na rin.
Oh.
Gusto ko yung bonnet mo. Kaso nga lang, pag ako nagsuot ng bonnet, may kamukha ako eh. Alam mo na yung gusto ko. Ha? Tingin kamukha ko siya. Nakasalamin pa kami pareho. Ayoko na.
Huwag natin i-mention.
Wala tayong name drop. Kasi
Ayan. So, yung first card natin para kay Humble Gamer, for his general reading. Of course, there is a success for you, but it requires you to be more patient and more productive at times. Especially if you're going to follow your passion, particularly in gaming. So, it requires you to be more productive many times. But don't worry, it will be better soon. As in soon, if you keep on doing what you love. And then the second card is the Empress. It tells about the it tells about your major decisions in life. Of course, if you are in a relationship, always seek for the advice of your better half. If not, the trusted person or the one trusted person you can trust can help you on your current situation to make things better in the future. But the last card is a warning that always practice assuming less para hindi naman masyado masakit yung frustrations na may experience mo if all else fails. So, sa madaling salita, lagyan mo ng limitation yung mga expectations mo. Higit sa lahat, tuloy mo lang yung mga bagay na gusto mo. At kung kailangan humingi ng payo sa taong mahal mo at sa taong pinagkakatiwalaan mo, gawin mo lang. Makakatulong siya ng malaki sa'yo. But all in all, to answer your question, if magiging successful ang buhay mo, by interpreting the cards, it says yes. And it requires a lot of legwork. Ayun lang. Salamat.
Thank you so
That's
much,
all.
Azur.
Yes, that's all it for Aero.
Nandito pa ako.
Ayun dyan, sorry.
Ayun. Di, yung camera lang pinatay ko. Thank you so much, Azur, for that. So, ayan, may nagpapasalamat pala sa'yo, si Ann Reyes. So, thank you daw sabi niya. Siya yung narinig
Always
mo
welcome po.
So, you're welcome as well, Ma'am Shell Mercadal. Hope nakatulong po yung readings din namin sa kanila. This is our way of giving back then, and helping the community, by doing what we do the best. Wow, English pa more. Ayun. So, we have, ang dami nagta-thank you na rin po. So, si Tammy Sel din, nagta-thank you din siya. You're very much welcome. Ayun. So, as we're pa, JJ, hindi ka na-skip, na-read ka na kanina. I think si Azur ang nag-read sa'yo kanina for that.
Kay JJ? Oo, ako yung nag-read
Oo.
kay JJ. JJ, ano na lang, after the live, you may check the video again. Na-read ko
Kasi-
kita kanina.
Kasi binalikan ko na-read ko eh. Ayun. So, we have next si Arena B. Okay. So, pasalo ako saglit. Alam mo na yun.
Sure.
Wait lang.
For Miss Arena E, going to pick your cards. Okay. Miss Arena, if you are thinking of changing your career or changing your path, think twice because it's not quite wise to change your career path at this time, especially when we are facing a different kind of enemy who's unseen and deadly. I'm referring to COVID. So I'm going to advise you to stay for a little bit longer with your career at this time, because if you're going to change it right away, hindi ganun kabilis yung pagkakaroon ng panibago. Okay? The second one is the Two of Pentacles, which is telling you to disseminate tasks or distribute assignments to different individuals in your team, because it's not proper if you're going to do everything in your own area. So, kung kaya din naman nila makatulong, bakit hindi sila tumulong, di ba? Para maganda ang pag-usad ng inyong career. And then the last one is the Queen of Swords, which tells you to be, try to be a little bit, or what I'm trying to say is, try to show them that you are in a position to execute or to disseminate the task that I've mentioned few moments back. Because if you are going to be lenient with them, mahirap na baka maabuso. Ayan. Sometimes they need to realize that you are on a higher post and you are, what do you call this? You have the prerogative to disseminate tasks on your coworkers. Ayun lamang po. Maraming salamat.
Okay, thank you so much, Azor. Okay, so next we have, ito mga narito ko. We have next si Pier Paolo Niza for financial reading po. Okay. Kamusta ka dyan, Azor? Pala.
Hindi ko mabasa yung ibang comments. Masakit sa mata. Ang liit kasi
Oo.
ng screen ko.
Di ba't ka sa, next time, di ba't ka sa computer?
Oo, computer na gagamitin ko next time.
Mm-hmm. Mahirap kasi nung before din kasi nun sa Dawson Spokes. Okay. Guys, don't forget also to subscribe to Dawson Spokes pala in YouTube as well. Nung interview ko nun, sa cellphone, so ang hirap din tignan.
Oo.
Nahilo ko nun. So, nakikita ko lang is yung comments na iniiwan na doon sa...
Puro lang na comments yung nakikita.
Pag tignan ko kasi yung comments na nilagay doon sa StreamYard, nahihilo ko kasi ang liit.
Totoo yun.
So, for Pier Paolo, for financial reading. Okay. So, we have here po is yung 8 of Wands. We have also here the King of Wands. And also the Queen of Pentacles. So, what can we read with regards to your cards? So, what can we read with regards to your cards? So, it shows here po na just give it a general meanings din sa kanya. So, when we say 8 kasi po, it talks about the number of strength. So, what you will need to do po is the ones it's also talking about fire, it talks about the passions and the energies. And this is the older male energy, while Pentacles naman po is about the symbol of the earth. It talks about yung sa physical environment. So what can we read with regards to your cards? Well, movements po is very fast right now. Actually, para tubig ngayon yung pera, palit sa inyo. But you will need to make sure na kayo yung magti-take hold. Kayo yung magdi-dictate. Wag mong hayaan na yung sitwasyon ang mag-dictate when it comes to the in and outs ng finances. Kumbaga, kung kailangan mo mag-step up or tumayo at sabihin na no, gawin niyo po siya. And also, it will be good to also seek your advice from people, actually specific po, mga babae na kaya kayong bigyan ng ibang anggulo ng sitwasyon para yung advice nila is pwedeng hindi mo taga-susundan pero gagamitin mo siyang pang-balanse para makita niyo po kung ano yung makikita yung isang anggulo na hindi niyo po napapansin. So, just be sure na ang keyword po dito is control. Kayo po dapat ang mag-take control doon sa situation, hindi po yung ibang tao o hindi po yung sitwasyon na magko-control sa inyo. May mga paraan kasi alam niyo naman po yung kaya niyo pong gawin, yung kapasidad niyo, gamitin niyo po yun. Okay. So I hope nakatulong po yung reading natin sa kanila. Amaya, yes, nalagpasan po talaga kita kasi wala kayo nilagay. Sabi niyo lang po, parid. Can you be more specific kung anong klaseng reading po yun? So next we have, may nagpapasalamat pala. Sabi niya, thank you. Ayan, si Aries kayo na ulit. So you're welcome. So next is we have here is Miriam M. General in Career. Please take it away, Azor.
Sure. Okay. General reading in career. Um, if you are facing a problem right now, consider it solved. For the death card represents an end of a problem and transformation of the current situation. So if you feel like there is no hope in your situation, don't worry. There's always a help from other people, and they will not bring you down. Consider your problems to be solved at the moment, because the people around you are very much willing to alleviate or to help you in the situation. Your second card is Two of Cups, and it says here that there is an investment of emotion with a different person or with a new person in your life, but make sure that your intentions are clear enough in order for this relationship to prosper. And I want you to know that we got another number two card here. It's the Two of Swords, which tells you to execute the plans based on how it is mapped or planned, because these things are meant to be done as is, and stay on focus, and do not uh what you call this do not try to make things harder. Just focus on how it is planned and execute it right away. That's your card. I hope it helped.
Okay, thank you so much, Azor, for that. Hala, ngayon ko lang naalala kung sino pala 'to, Azor.
Yes po.
Nabasahan ko na siya before pala, si Ma'am Luz. Hope to see you soon. Oh, naalala ko na siya. Hello, Ma'am Luz. Sa Macau din pala siya. So, good evening po sa inyo. Hope ko na safe kayo diyan. Hope to see you also po very soon, Ma'am Luz. So, ingat-ingat din po kayo diyan. Naalala ko na yung reading ko sa kanya. So, sana yung mga advices po doon, nagawa niyo na po para sa benefit niyo rin. Okay. So, thank you for... Wait lang, nawala. So, we have here for there, Maya, Laurie, for general reading. Okay. So, we have here right now for Maya for general reading. Please, sige, kuha tayo ng card. Okay. You're very much welcome as well, Miss Miriam M. What inalaglag mo na. Sa mga naghahanap kay Chuchay, wala po si Chuchay ngayon dito po. Nasa baba siya kasi nakaamoy po siya ng pagkain. Nalimutan niya po ako. Okay. So what we have here? We have here is the Nine of Pentacles, the card of the Lovers, and also the Hierophant. So what can we read with regards to your for your general reading? So let's just give it first a quick basic information. So sa number 9 is the number of almost perfection or higher knowledge. Yun yung basic meaning niya in numerology. Now, Pentacles naman po is a symbol of the earth, anything that is physical, or anything na gamitan po natin nating five senses. Now, the card of the Lovers so talks about any types of relationship naman, while yung card of the Hierophant talks about the spirituality, or para mas madali natin intindihan, yun po yung card ng the Pope. Siya yung leader ng church. Okay, so what can we read with regards to your general, for your cards in general? So right now, financially, there are some things na, kumbaga, nahanapan mo ng way. Kumbaga, nagkaroon ka ng way para to cut things or para matanggal yung mga bagay na hindi mo na dapat siyang inilalagay doon or part of your life. Now, all you need to do right now is use that same knowledge para sa sarili mo, because what you will need to do right now is to go back to the most basic part of love, which is loving yourself. You need to take care of yourself as well, and especially not just not just doing the personal relationship na inaayos mo siya. But you also need to make sure that your spirituality is nabibigyan mo rin ng proper care. So when you say spirituality, pwede kung if you have your own beliefs, let's say you're a Christian or a Catholic, or depend kung ano man yung spiritual belief mo, you will need to allow your spiritual side to also grow. Kasi importante rin yun as a tri-person ka, or tayong lahat tri-person, that we are all spirit, soul, and body, na hindi lang sa physical mo siya titignan, and also in your emotional aspect by loving or taking care of yourself, but also you need to feed your spiritual aspects. Okay? So I hope nakatulong yung reading sa'yo. Okay. So, well, hello din po. Ay, ang cute naman ng penguin. Ayun, si
Hi,
Kate.
Curtis.
Hello. Ang cute nung picture niya. Isang penguin. May kilala akong ganyan.
I guess Curtis is from other country.
Possible. Yeah. So we have here actually. Guys, by the way, I already placed in the comment a while ago the Facebook page of Azure. It's facebook.com/AzureLockhart. So you can also follow him there and get his cell phone number. Yay! Okay.
Okay,
So,
Curtis asking for an
mhm,
advice
mhm.
of
Could you
being
please give?
employed or self-employment or over a job. Yeah, self-employment over a job. Okay. Okay, Curtis. The first card talks about self-employment. If you're going to be self-employed at this time, it requires a lot of efforts for you, and you need to do it double time because we're already in the middle of the year, and renewal of permits will start in January. So uh, it might affect the legal documents that you're going to use if you're going to have a if you're going to employ yourself right now. But if you're going to land a job, it requires you to be more creative and be more vocal to your employer as represented by the Empress card. Okay? Um, and the final verdict, the world, it says here that choose the best that you will enjoy the most in order for you to be free in your decisions and uh, to make the situations light in your end. Because if you're going to do something and you are half hearted about it, your performance will never be the same as your performance when you love what you are doing. So, better assess yourself and uh, tell yourself that you can do the things you wanted to do. Always affirm that you are capable and do what's you do the things that your heart is telling you. And of course, through the help of the mind to discern what is not necessary. I hope it helped you, and that's your reading for tonight.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, welcome. Actually, he's from Kirti is from India. So
Wow.
hello and good evening. They're 4 hours late or 4 hours behind. So good afternoon there or good evening. I'm not sure, but I hope that you're safe there in India as well. So thank you for dropping by Entire Page Philippines. So we invite everybody to show your support and love to also subscribe. And also, don't forget to like the partner pages that we have in the description, which I also included in the comment section, the page of Azure. So you could also check out his Facebook page. Okay? Don't forget to also show your support to Azure by liking his page in Facebook. Okay, so next po si MM. So, hi po, Farid po. Love life, my BF. Thank you. Sana all. Pinalakpakan talaga, di ba? Okay, so Kurt is also saying thank you so much, Azure.
Always welcome, Curty.
Okay. So the cards that we have here for you, Evan, is the ano ba to? Yeah. The Temperance. Tapos Four of Cups. Hindi ko nakikita sa reflection ko na tinitignan eh. And the Three of Wands. So what can we read with regards to your love life? Be sure that you will be able to have both sides po ng relationship. Actually, the third party should be included, which is you should be able to have a common denominator. Actually, if you're already planning, if because I'm seeing here that you're already planning ahead or meron na kayong mga future plans, please make sure that your future plans also include your the one who's guiding you, who's giving who is a third party in every relationship, which is God, that you will be able to make sure that yung yung mga plans nyo are also included as well din dun yung family nyo because they will be the one to provide you the support that you need. Um, because if there's already a hint in the cards that I'm looking here, may hint na kasi of a possible level up when it comes to the relationships. So make sure that while you're doing that, because it requires as well na kailangan magiging maayos yung mga plano nyo, always try to listen to those people around you who care about you guys the most. Example, let's say yung parents or yung mga friends nyo that who really treasures you or who values you guys. Just allow them to also provide you good influence and proper advices. But most especially, allow yourself as well to be indulged, both of you to be indulged with God, indulge more deeply with God. And if you're planning actually as well for you guys to work in a different country, there is a possibility that you may do so in the near future. So I hope the reading will be us able to help you at this point. And okay, so next we have ah si Iram or si Marie N.
Okay. General reading.
Hilap ka bang basahin?
Only kasi nasulat. Ayun na nga. So, general and career reading for Maria and okay. So here's your general reading, Maria. The first card is the Hermit, which tells you to look or to search for a better opportunity. It can be outside the Philippines or in our country at the moment, but uh, in doing so, it requires a little bit of apuhunan or a small amount of money, uh, and always be prepared for what you call this unexpected changes. The ayun. The Eight of Cups might show alite sorry. The Eight of Cups might shows a lot of disappointments on your path, but it's just a phase because there's always a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. What you need to do is to exert effort in climbing and sliding on it. Ayun na nga. So, sa madaling salita, uh, sabi nga nila, um, an ambition without action is just a wish. So, better keep moving and doing your thing. And do your thing. Ayun. Thank you very much.
Okay. So thank you so much. I hope nakatulong yung reading. So guys, just to plug, this is the tama 'di ba? Azure Lockhart.
Tama po, tama
Ayan.
po.
So
Yay.
that is the page of Azure Lockhart in Facebook. Please do support show your love to Azure by going to Facebook and also liking his page. I think andun yata yung address ng YouTube mo, tama?
Andun din, andun din.
Ayun.
Nakalagay
So
ko din.
because as of the moment, the channel of Azure is yet unsearchable. For us to be able to help him to be more searchable, he will need at least a minimum of 100 subscribers. So calling out So everybody, if you could also subscribe not just to Tarot Page Philippines, but also to his YouTube channel. So he will be able to be searchable. Searchable, tama ba yung word na yun? So he can be searched in YouTube as well.
Thank you,
Okay?
guys.
So please do show your support. Daniel, I like this just to advise. Daniel, I do apologize. However, we do not do third-party readings, meaning the person who is not, if the person is not here who is requesting for the reading, we will not be doing the reading. This is in due respect to the privacy of the other person. My apologies for that one. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. So ayun nga, nagsabi ni Miriam, thank you daw. You're also welcome. Okay. Mukhang makakaubos tayo ngayon na. Kasi dati na ako makaubos ng reading eh. Kasi pag mag-isa ka, parang ayun.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys, but we do not do third-party readings.
Hi there, when can I expect my future husband? Try ko nga to. Ano, nasa Lala Move na.
Basta na,
Pinalala Move, wait lang daw. Okay, actually, I'm not seeing here an exact time frame, but there is a prerequisite. The one what I could read are the prerequisite for that one. So we have here the Six of Wands. We also have here the Five of Pentacles, and also the card of the Fool. What is the prerequisite that the universe is stating that for you to be able to meet that? Can we call it the right one for the person who will be your future? First, you will need to move out of where you are right now. What do you mean by that? You need to let go of your negative emotions. You need to focus. You need to make sure that once that you can prepare yourself emotionally for the upcoming commitment, because it will be a life-changing commitment that you are wishing for. Also, your heart, it also needs to be fixed in terms of fixing the broken bridges of the past. So I'm not sure if it's with regards to your family or to your friends that you haven't spoken for quite some time. You will need to you will need to make sure that you will be able to fix that as well. Because at the end of the day, families are the ones who will be treasured the most. Now, just to clarify to you, families are not just for those with our blood relationships, but they're also the ones that we treasure. The friends that we call are the families we have chosen. So you will need to make sure that you will also know how to value them, because they will be the ones to support you once the endeavor will start. So those are the prerequisites. I'm not seeing a definite time frame, but once those prerequisites can be achieved or can be completed, everything will be set into motion. It will be the arrival of your possible future partner will be faster than you think. So I hope the reading was able to help you with it. Okay. Ikaw ba nagbasa kay Maya kanina o ako?
hi?
Maya Lori.
Yata. I don't know. Hindi ko na matandaan. Ako yata.
Hindi ko rin
Nabasa ko.
maalala. Yun. So, basta, sabi niya kasi, thank you for exactly correct tumpak. So, hope nakatulong po yung mga readings po namin sa kanila. Laban mo to? Is my future husband Scorpion man? Or
Sa'yo
Scorpion
muna.
man? Scorpio pala. Kaya mo siya ilaban?
Sa'yo muna.
Okay, sige. Well, let's see. Actually, what we could try to check will be the possible qualities na lang. Gusto ko talaga yung sound. Ano yung tawag dyan? Sound card na tawag?
Sound card.
Tutuwa ko may music kasi. Hindi siya nakaka-boring. So we have here for your harmony is the Two of Wands, the Four of Swords, and also the King of Swords. So, Harmony, what is a card is telling you right now is first step that you will, actually it's some requirements that you will also need to fulfill. Is first you will need to make sure that you are already happy with the path that you are in right now. Because if you will let people decide for you or people will influence your decision, that will it will constrain your happiness. You should be also know how to follow your heart, but also balance it with the advices of other people who might be able to see things that you are not able to see on your side, or they could give you um a different point of view. So you will need to make sure that you are the first requirement is for you that you are already fulfilled with yourself. Because the person that you might meet, I'm not saying it's a Scorpio or whatnot, is that the person will be someone who might be emotionally you will be the one to carry the person emotionally for quite some time or at some point in the person's life. So the person could be at the point that they are devastated because a possible loss on the person's end. So there's a possibility that the person you will be meeting might be at a point that they're emotionally drained or emotionally battered, and you will be in the right time at the right place for the right situation for the right person. So I hope that the reading was able to provide you assistance in that one. Ayun na nga, sabi nga yung ito na yung mo, hashtag mo for the day. So sabi ni Mahram, I'm excited to see the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Ayun.
Always welcome. Of course, it will come to you.
Okay. So yun. So next natin is next is Jessie Alethea. Now reading, please. Virtual hug.
Okay, Jesse, here are your cards. The current situation tells you to look on what you have in your hands, not on the past, not on other people, but what's in your circle right now. Because what you hold matters than the previous or than what what had been done in the past. Because we cannot turn back time. What matters most is you are capable of loving at the moment. Okay, focus on that. Focus on your loved ones. Focus on your special someone and not on the deeds or the actions that they made on their past. Okay, it's much more important for us or for you to rebuild the person through the help of your efforts and your capability of loving. The second one is the moon. It talks about people behind your back, especially those people who thinks of the things that you are doing right now. It's not quite correct on their point of view. Don't let your ship sink on the waters of their negativity. Do not allow their negative comments in destroying your composure, especially your emotions towards the person you love the most. Okay, because the most important thing in your journey is protecting each other side by side. So uh, take it from there. And the last one is the Knight of Wands. Even though you think that your relationship with the person is quite slow moving, it will be better soon. Always remember to help each other and do not count the mistakes. Always learn how to forgive, always be understanding, and most of all, be that loving person that your partner need. And that would be all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So, okay, so you're also welcome, Misty. All right, thank you so much, sending love, divine love and light for the great awakening. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for that. And also, Harmony says thank you. You're also welcome. And of course, for you, Azur.
Always
Yeah,
welcome.
okay, so I think we're all done. Wow, we were able
Yay!
to cover everybody. Okay. So again, guys, if you've been blessed, we're also please show your support and your love to us by subscribing to our YouTube channel of Third Page Philippines. Don't forget also to to follow us on Facebook. I also have, I'm flashing right now the page of Azur. You can also follow him in Facebook, and also you'll be able to find his YouTube link there. So please show your support and love to him by also subscribing to his channel. You can find it in his Facebook through facebook.com/Azure Lockhart. So it's been a wonderful 2 hours actually. So guys, I'd like to first thank you guys for joining, and also for Azure. Thank you so much as well, Priscilla.
Thank you.
So, yun. So, nakakatuwa kasi ang daming nag-participate, and I hope that we will, yung mga readings na nagawa namin was able to help everybody. And also, the first part where we answered the questions na binigay, I hope we were able to clarify some things about the tarot cards. We're not saying we are experts. We're also learners, but we are the ones who would love to share what we know para makatulong kami sa mga ibang tao. Azor, do you have anything to add?
Ayan, I just want to thank everyone who participated in our live. And please do like the page on Facebook. I already posted my channel there. Please help me have at least 100 subscribers to make live or to be searchable in YouTube. Thank you very much, guys, and I hope the readings helped you and inspire you to be uh to be more productive, and of course to be a blessing to others. Ayan. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much. So everybody, God bless. Namaste. Hope everybody will be safe wherever you are in this part of the world. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.